Well,
honestly,
it's not
Eugene,
my
I don't know
fault,
how you
I'm
managed to mess this
just
whole
here
thing up.
running this
You
show
had
behind
one
the
job to
scenes.
just tell me where my iPad was. I can't do the show without the iPad. You know
I
this.
told you your iPad was around.
Well, where's the iPad? You told me it was on the east side of the house.
Oh, east? I thought you said west.
What kind of compass are you looking at?
This one?
That's west, Eugene. You're fired again. Alrighty, fanboys and fangirls, on today's episode, it looks like Google is sticking through with their Pixel Fold, and it looks like they're going to keep this going because it looks like Samsung is getting ready to produce foldable displays for Google, and I'll explain to you why this might be a big deal. Also on today's episode, Samsung is also preparing to give us our first official look at Wear OS and Tizen combined to give us the new start of the wearables, and I'll explain to you why this is a big deal and what could potentially be of this partnership. And lastly, we have a little bit of updates to regards to Samsung and also some other things in the work. All that on today's episode, so stay tuned. So story number one, the main story, the Google Pixel Fold. Now we don't know exactly what this phone is called. We're just going off of the Pixel Fold, but it seems that Google is trying to get into the foldable game, which is a little questionable because they haven't really made a big splash with their flagships. Sure, they have the big mid-range, but I haven't really heard anything with smartphones, and you know, going into the foldable line is a little questionable. But it does seem that they have something up their sleeve, and it looks like they're going to keep going with it because according to a couple of outlets, it looks like Samsung is ready to begin production of the folding OLED panels for October for the Google phone, and it looks like they're not the only ones that will be receiving panels. It was reported that Vizio and Xiaomi are also working on making their own foldable phones, but in regards to Google, there is a rumor going around saying that it will be using the world's smallest radius of curvature, which is an R that equals 1.4. Now, what this basically means is that the curvature of the foldable display is much more smaller in radius and also gives off more display. Now, for the most part, I am a little bit worried about Google and their foldables because they have no track record with foldables, but because they're getting the panels from Samsung, that's not a problem. But I'm a little bit questioning, you know, why is Google going in the foldable area? I understand if they want to make some new material, if they want to diversify their lineup, and if they want to do other things, but their flagships haven't really been the biggest talking point. Sure, they are some cool piece of hardware and they're the best iPhone experience for Android, but they haven't made a big splash like how Samsung and other devices have. And their sales are now starting to get up there, but in regards to mid-ranges, so I don't know where Google's gonna go with this foldable. But it seems that this OLED panel that they're going to be working on, of course, will be 7.6 inches long. It will be an 8-inch main screen with a 6.5-inch outer display. It is not mentioned if this is going to be the same size of the Vizio and Xiaomi foldables as well. Other details clear that the Pixel Fold is being designed by Google itself, although there are other reports saying that Samsung could be making 20% of the phone's hardware with the glass and other components, so we don't actually know exactly just how much of this phone is going to be. Now, the rumor also says that it will be on track for an October reveal and it will be available in 2022. Now I gotta ask the question, Google, what are you doing? And if this is a good idea and if this isn't a good thing, then fine. But I don't know. I don't know what to think about this one. This one kind of has me a little confused. Maybe it's just the way I'm looking at it, but I want to hear your guys' thoughts. What do you think of the Google Pixel 4 and also the foldables? Why did I say Pixel 4? I have no idea. Just let me know your thoughts down below about the Pixel Fold because for me, the jury's out. I can't make a decision until I get a little bit more information about it. So the jury's out. Story number two, keeping up with Samsung and Google. It looks like that their partnership with Wear OS and Tizen is going to finally come into a factor as Samsung is preparing a release of some sort to reveal something on June 28th, and they highlighted the potential of the new Wear OS and Tizen OS combination to give us our first official look at what we're going to see from this point going forward. Now, for me, I am actually very excited for this. I really am hoping that Samsung delivers an experience, an interface, etc. This is a very good thing because this will now push Wear OS to more users. This will get more wearable on Android users, but most of all, it will help to innovate Samsung's ecosystem just a little bit more by going all in with Google services. Now, it's not reported what model watches are going to be getting these, but we do know for a fact that this is the potential to be the Galaxy Watch 4 and Active 4. We have to wait and see if this is going to be a software update that will completely be released to other wearables in the Samsung lineup. But I really don't have much information after that. That's all I was able to gather, and for the most part, I am actually very, very excited. And honestly, I gotta say, the fact that we're seeing a partnership like this come to bloom is a very good thing. So I'm not gonna hate and blaze on that. And last story, let's talk about the Z Fold 2 and the Flip. Now, as you know, these foldables are in production as we speak, and Samsung is getting ready to pack them up in August. Well, it looks like Samsung also is planning on reducing the price. According to a couple of reports, it seems that the Fold 2 could be around 20% cheaper at launch. Could be around $1,600 and $960 for the Flip. It seems that these prices are going to go down significantly. Now, we don't know exactly why, but if we had to guess one reason, I guess they're trying to get more people to buy foldables, which to me, I guess, is probably a good idea, especially since if they're trying to push this device. It seems that the Flip 3 will be 20% cheaper, making it more of a mid-range with 4G only and 5G variants. With the Fold 3, you're looking at probably around, maybe we're gonna say probably around $1,500. And some of the reasons, again, will be some cutbacks on the display, but overall, they're also making the components a lot cheaper, so they're able to cut corners and also save on money, but giving you the premium experience without seeing those cut corners. Now, a lot of people have debated about foldables, and the whole theme of today's episode was really foldables, because a lot of people are questioning if there is a demand, a need for foldables, and I'm with them on that. I'm curious myself. It's okay to push this kind of technology, but if there's no real big demand, if there's no reason to buy them, then why are we investing heavily in this? So I want to hear your thoughts down below, guys. Do you think foldables have a need and a want for the everyday user? Would you guys ever consider getting a foldable? And if so, what company would you consider? Let me know your thoughts down below and what you decide. And that is it for today's episode of Technoid. A very short, simple, plain, straight to the point episode. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, hit the like button. If you disliked the video, hit the dislike button. As always, everyone, thank you so much for watching. I will see you all in the next episode. Have a great rest of your day, guys. Take care, stay safe, and peace!